A sharp political exchange over compensation paid by the Karnataka government to the family of a man who died after he was trampled by an elephant in Kerala's Wayanad district. Union Minister Bhupendra Yadav will now visit the Wayanad area and meet families of the 3 people who died in similar incidents over the last few days. This is in the backdrop of a series of protests in Wayanad, and the Karnataka BJP this morning hitting out at the Congress aggressively for releasing 15 lakh rupees as compensation to the family of Ajish, who was trampled to death by an elephant on the 10th of February in Wayanad. The elephant which trampled Ajish was relocated from Belur area in Karnataka and was radio collared. While the Congress claimed it was a humanitarian gesture, the BJP accused the state government of acting under orders of Rahul Gandhi, who represents Wayanad in parliament, and questioned why Karnataka should be paying compensation. It also questioned the amount that was released as compensation. It released a letter by Karnataka's Forest Minister Ishwar Khandre revealing that the amount was released after a request from Rahul Gandhi. So that political slugfest playing out in Karnataka this morning.
All BJP can allege whatever they want. It's very clearly, if they cannot read what is written, they can ask us for an explanation instead of jumping to conclusions. Elephant has gone elsewhere and trampled someone to death. The onus lies on the government because it's a tagged elephant is what the minister has written. So on humanitarian grounds, the government of Karnataka has released some compensation. So if the BJP has a problem with paying compensation and for a loss of human life, it's unfortunate. BJP looks at politics in everything.
Karnataka state government has released 15 lakhs to a person from Wayanad. Reason is, in an elephant stampede incident, when a person from Wayanad has been died, Karnataka government has released 15 lakhs. Why? Because Rahul Gandhi has demanded this. So this is a total misuse of state funds.
Elephants don't know state boundaries, but electoral politics often thrives on those boundaries in election season. Joining me this evening, Tom Vadakan, national spokesperson of the BJP, also Shama Mohammed from the Congress party. Shama, seems to be a sticky wicket for the Congress because the allegation is that the exception was made because it is Rahul Gandhi's parliamentary constituency, and hence Karnataka released compensation for a victim in another state which should have ought to been released by Kerala and not Karnataka. Your response?
There is no sticky wicket here. It's only the shameful Bharatiya Janata Party. Let's understand that the elephant deaths have increased up to 41. Till now, there's been no compensation from Karnataka because the elephants were from Wayanad. This time, the elephant came in from Karnataka. And it is, we all know that, it has been told by the forest officer himself. Now, this has been going on for some time. I'll get into details of why that has been happening. So the problem with the Bharatiya Janata Party is a person has died and you cannot give compensation. We understand because during COVID times, one was supposed to give 4 lakh compensation, which the government of India told the Supreme Court, we will not give to the next of kin because they wanted to divert the funds into the Centra Vista project. 20,000 crore, which is when people were dying, the Prime Minister of India was busy building his new home. He was building a new parliament, but not releasing funds for the COVID deaths to the next of kin. Can you imagine that? That is supposed to be done. Manipur, people are dying over there. They are still, I visited Manipur just 2 weeks ago. They are in relief camps. They have not gone back to their houses. Because the government of India, as well as the government there, the Bharatiya Janata Party.
I understand, Shama. I understand, Shama, but I don't want to digress from the core issue.
I'm not digressing. I'm talking about
I
how
want
they
to
do not
discuss
like to
the
help
issue
people.
at hand right
so
now.
my issue at hand is that I'm telling you the problem with the Bharatiya Janata Party. They do not like to give compensation because they want to divert that fund to various other parts of whatever I said, Central Vista project, getting, buying MLAs, various things they are required for, but they do not want to compensate people. I've given you an example of the COVID fund, which was supposed to be given to the next of kin 4 lakhs, which the government of India said, we will not. And here I've clearly stated that the elephant came from the forests of Karnataka, and so there is a relief for the family here. I'm very clear on what I said, and I'm not going to repeat it. But if they do not value deaths, like we've seen what happened in Gujarat during the Morbi Bridge, the fellow,
Tom Vadakan, is the BJP being insensitive by questioning compensation given to a man killed in a human-animal conflict?
We have no problem with compensation being paid, but there's a protocol. If it was the state government that was paying, understandable. If it was DK Shivkumar who was paying, we are happy with it. But not the hard-earned money of the state, exchequer. If I think today my Congress representative here tomorrow demands compensation for something, if I have the funds, I will pay. But I can't ask the government of India to go and pay compensation. That's the taxpayers' money. Taxpayers' money are meant for this tax. The so-called guarantees, have they been delivered? And what kind of a situation are they in, finances? You talk about corruption, it is the fountainhead of corruption, Karnataka. And there, you're taking out money just to please the dynast, Rahul Gandhi, that he wants money and that is to come from the state government. That's not the protocol. That's not how it is done. If Shiv Kumar wants to pay the money, I have no problem. If anybody else makes a private payment, no problem. State government pays, it should be done. If central government pays, it is also acceptable. But what is this? Just because an elephant with a radio signaling pattern from Karnataka went and attacked a person. I mean, there has to be some logic to this.
Is there uninterrupted time here? Are you now becoming a
Shama Mohammed, I think let's take that core question. As you respond, let me pose a core question. I'm all for helping people out who have suffered. The larger issue is human-animal conflict. We'll come to it. But here, elephants don't know state boundaries, and this is possibly exception. Usually, in cases of attack, it's the state government where the attack has taken place or the incident has taken place. I shouldn't be calling it an attack, it's a conflict. The incident has taken place that pays compensation. Why is Karnataka paying compensation in this question? That's the question that's been raised.
I'm telling you once again that the elephant came from the forests of Karnataka, number one. And I fail to understand such a senior spokesperson is saying DK Shivkumar should pay. Is it DK Shivkumar who owns the forest? The forest belongs to Karnataka, to the state government of Karnataka, and hence it has to come. Like he says, I did not want my tax-paying money or anybody's tax-paying money on the Central Vista project. Who asked you to do that? Why have you spent that money on the Central Vista project? I wanted it to go to the people to compensate people whose kin have died during COVID deaths. Why didn't you not give it? Why all these? I didn't want the Prime Minister of India to buy a fancy plane for 8 crore. I did not want it. Why did he do it? Why did he build a new house for himself? So these are all compensation.
National assets.
Money is being used in
we
that.
are talking about national assets, Shama. Have a sense. Tomorrow, if you get elected, you have to go to that Parliament House.
The same, it is not anybody's father's property. It is the property of the
stand.
Go around the world, how many other times
of our citizens. You can be shouting, yelling and all that. But these are not going into anybody's pocket. This is not what the dynast wants. The dynast wants pay everything.
I don't know why you're sitting as an anchor, whoever you are.
And that is the question of debate. So don't go to Manipur, Tripura, Andhra Pradesh and other places. Please focus on the debate. If you have no issue to discuss, then keep avoiding a debate. You can talk about Manipur, you can talk about West Bengal, you can. But here the debate is about Karnataka. And the elephant does not have an Aadhaar card. It says he only belongs to
compensate for
Karnataka.
those children who
The
died in a boat
elephant
accident
is a
in
free-flowing
Gujarat. So
animal
that doesn't
who
no, I'm
has
sorry,
no
I don't know how
political
you're conducting a
boundaries.
debate if
He
you're
is
allowed
welcome
to
to go
speak
to
over
Madhya
me.
Pradesh.
I
He is
did not
welcome to
interrupt
go
him.
to any
What sort of
Pradesh
debate is
if there's
happening?
a
Okay,
next.
thank you very much. I am leaving the debate
Shama,
because I
you
am
can
going to
argue
talk. I'm
till
not
the
going to be in
cows
a
come
debate where
home, but the
I
No,
point
no,
here
hang on,
is
hang on, hang on, hang on.
I'm sorry.
I think
There is
both
no
of
this
you.
way. You need to learn how to. You need to
No, no,
learn to be an anchor.
Mr.
You
Vadakan,
did not
Mr.
stop him
Vadakan,
or
Shama
lower his
Mohammed,
volume when I'm
Mr.
speaking.
Vadakan.
Now you're coming in. What sort of nonsense
No,
is this?
no, 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 Shama
you
Mohammed,
can't go
Shama,
on
hang on, hang
accusing
on. Now
my
you stop,
government,
Shama.
my
Let me
Prime
just
Minister
intervene.
This doesn't work.
of all
This is
issues,
not
Mr.
and
how
he
it
Vadakan,
wants to
works.
keep quiet.
Of course,
Mr.
because I'm
Vadakan,
talking.
Shama
I did not
Mohammed,
interrupt
both
him.
of you please hold it, and I'm just going to give you to the last. I'm just going to give you to the last 30 seconds with one proposition and answer from you first, Shama, and then Mr. Vadakan. 30 seconds each, no over speaking over each other.
Vadakan interrupted
The
me. I never
only reason
interrupted
why this
Vadakan.
compensation was
How
issued
dare?
is because it's Rahul.
Sorry?
Okay, hang on.
It's
Now you're
nothing to do-
interrupting me.
it's
Hang on.
nothing to
The
do
only
with
reason.
Mr.
Now you're
Rahul
interrupting
Gandhi.
me. Hang on. Let me finish. Let me finish,
Empathy
Shama.
is not
Let me
even
finish. I'm
recognized
just
by
making
an
one
anchor.
final proposition.
And empathy is not recognized by the people of India. Empathy is not recognized by the Bharatiya Janata Party. I understand because they don't empathize. They don't care. Like I said, the COVID victims team was not given the whole act money. They were very busy doing the Central Vista project. So I can't do it if there is no empathy. There is empathy from the Karnataka government
hang on.
because the elephant came and we have had number of deaths.
No, I think you've spoken enough, Shama.
No, because I was not allowed to speak.
I think there's been enough and more time. I'm giving you one final comment. Hang on now. You're just going on without letting me speak. Hang on. I'm just making one final proposition, 10 seconds each. The only reason compensation was issued is because Wayanad is Rahul Gandhi's constituency, number one. Number two, the only reason BJP is picking it up is also because Wayanad is Rahul Gandhi's constituency. First response from you, Shama Mohammed, and then Mr. Tom Vadakan. Quickly.
I'm going to reiterate, it has nothing to do with Rahul Gandhi's constituency or not. The elephant came from Karnataka. We have had several deaths. Did you see the way people were protesting in Karnataka? The chief minister did not come. Nobody from the Bharatiya Janata Party has come there. No central minister. It is Rahul Gandhi. In the middle of his yatra, he left in the afternoon, reached there, consoled the family, saw to it they got a compensation, and left next day morning for the yatra. That is the commitment my leader Rahul Gandhi has for his people.
Okay, Mr. Vadakan, final comments from you.
Well, it's very sad that the bills of the dynasts have to be paid by a state government. And the instruction comes from Rahul Gandhi.
Now you're interrupting Mr. Vadakan.
If this is not intervention, what is? Can you tell me? This leader orders the Karnataka government to pay compensation. And who is Mr. Rahul Gandhi to ask compensation from a state government?
Why did you give compensation for COVID
and
deaths?
she says something weird, which I think you can check out in the archives. She says people of India have no empathy. Can you believe it? Is she a foreigner? I question her for her patriotism to say that people of India have no empathy. I'm sorry, you have to take your words back. You said people of India have no empathy. I'm sorry, you are a foreigner, and I'll prove that to you, that you are taking a stance. It's a foreigner would. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
All right, I'll have to leave it here. I'll have to leave this conversation here as that slugfest over. I'll have to leave this conversation here. Thank you so much, Shama Mohammed, as well as Tom Vadakan.